and welcome back to Hindustan Astrology. I'm Katya, and in today's video we're going to discuss the new moon of September 17th, 2020. The September 17th, 2020 new moon takes place at exactly 7 a.m. EDT at 0 degrees 52 minutes of Virgo, Uttara Phalguni Nakshatra. This means the later reddish one and spans from 26.4 degrees of Leo to 10 degrees of Virgo. The symbol is a bed with 4 legs or hammock, and the deity that rules this lunar mansion is Aryaman, one of the Adityas who rules patronage, kindness, and favors. The deities Bhaga and Aryaman are invoked together. This is the star of patronage and corresponds to the fixed star Denebola, which sits in the lion's tail of the Leo constellation, and also Zavi Java, which is at roughly 3 degrees of Virgo. It is noble, generous, gives a quick mind with high honors, but can be associated with people of bad reputation. Virgo is ruled by Mercury, and Uttara Phalguni is ruled by the Sun. So that makes these 2 transit planets the stars of this new moon. In Persian astrology, Denebola is ruled by Saturn and Venus. It is also the end of Pitru Paksha, or the fortnight of the ancestors. This year, Pitru Paksha commenced on the full moon of September 2nd, on Bhadrapada Purnima, and culminates on this new moon of September 17th. It is a period of 16 days when Hindus pay homage to their ancestors, especially through food offerings. So, let's take a look at the mythology and characteristics of people born with Uttara Phalguni. The deity Aryaman governed marriage contracts and protected family inheritance. Shiva and Shakti were married under this star. People who are born with this as their moon sign or other significant placement will place friendship extremely high on their priority list, and they are immensely helpful individuals. They place their family at the center of their lives and are overly concerned with keeping the family unit together and strong. They have a very caring nature and are always involved in improving their communities, as they have a great love of humanity. These people love to be married, but can sacrifice their individuality for the sake of union, which creates codependent relationship patterns. They hate to be alone, so the best thing for these people is to work with the public and serve to fulfill this need, and often they can be found in public office. They can be controlling and stubborn if they do not feel recognized for their sacrifices. So the fixed star Denebola is at the sidereal position of 28 degrees 37 minutes of Leo and has an orb of 2 degrees 10 minutes. Just think of it as the tail of the lion. So now let's take a look at the transits that are happening this day. We have quite a bit going on, and I feel like, this is the last lunar cycle of Rahu being in Gemini and Ketu being in Sag. So, this is it. In 2 days, on the 19th, the nodes switch. So this is definitely going to be an intense time. And on this last new moon of the Rahu in Gemini and Ketu in Sagittarius phase, we have the Sun and Moon sitting with Mercury in Virgo. And in Washington, D.C., it is taking place in the day's first house, or the ascendant. As Mercury is in his own sign of Virgo and exalted, this makes a Pancha Mahapurusha Yoga, or one of the combinations of planets that makes a great man. This is the Bhadra Yoga, which gives intelligence, good communication, witticism, and a sharp intellect. So how it's flavoring the day is there's going to be a potential for great intellectual conversation, and there could even be a man behind this. We have a second Mahapurusha Yoga, called a Hamsa Yoga, as Jupiter is in his own sign of Sagittarius in the day's fourth house. Jupiter just went direct, so his energy is extraordinarily strong right now. This means the words of spiritual and political leaders in DC will be very persuasive at this time, and particularly for the Democrats, as the sign of Sagittarius corresponds to this political party. Saturn retrograde is in his own sign of Capricorn, and Mars retrograde is in his own sign of Aries. This is an exceedingly rare occurrence, and it indicates powerful change if harnessed properly. The sign of Virgo is about health and healing, and having Ketu Gandanta in the fourth house shows there is a healing coming to the homeland. There has already been reports in the news about a vaccine being ready as soon as November, but some have said this is just a political ploy. This is the start of patronage, and it is asking us to think of others right now and help out our communities that are in great need because of this pandemic. Having Mercury exalted right now, and the ruler of this new moon should bring better communication and also more intelligent discussion surrounding this health crisis. So now let's take a look at the September 17th, 2020 new moon through the 12 signs. Aries. This new moon is all about your work and serving those who have helped you in your career. You may find yourself giving support and doing hands-on jobs to help your team or workplace. Showing gratitude to those at your work is a great way to spend this time. You feel very energized right now, and new ideas are coming fast. Be careful of headaches and anxiety, and make sure you're sleeping enough and eating right, as you need to keep up with the fast pace right now. You probably have been studying, and now things are coming to a culmination point. This could be finishing an important certification, or you could be thinking of switching your course of study. The next 18 months will be all about how you make money, your throat, your speech, and blood relatives. Traditions will be very important to you, and you may be thinking of leaving a legacy for your family. Spirituality and occult sciences will be particularly interesting to you, and alternative and regenerative medicine will appeal to your research mind. This month, focus on beautifying your home and adding candles or lighting the fireplace. This is a great way to create ambiance for a cozy environment. Your work is about to take off, and by the end of this month, you will feel a push forward in your career. You continue to meet new friends in spiritual communities and may even find yourself leaving behind some friends who you no longer resonate with as old perceptions dissolve. Taurus. This new moon finds you serving others in the way of education and children. Even if you do not have children, you may find your work having to do with helping the young. Your creative projects are flourishing now, and your speculations will help to benefit others. Lately, you may have been dealing with hidden enemies, and the attacks will continue until the end of October. You must stay strong and ignore them, and do not fuel the fire. You may suddenly make money in foreign lands with automotives or technology. The next 18 months will be all about you, and this is a great time to do some self-care in the form of spa treatments, but more importantly, reinventing your inner dialogue so that it is positive. You're having some very intuitive insights right now into new belief systems and religion. Spirituality and occult sciences fascinate you. Your siblings or friends may need some attention right now, and if you are a writer, then this is a great time to write from your heart about matters of the heart. If you are studying, then by the end of the month, you will have a lot of work to do, but you will have the energy to carry it out. You have a lot to learn from the elders and foreign cultures, so try to not rebel against their teachings. Your career is benefiting from the truth being told, but it has not been easy as you have been in denial. And perhaps you have switched careers recently as a result of hidden secrets being revealed. Gemini. You will find yourself serving your mother or family during this new moon and showing support to those that you live with. You could be feeling very patriotic at this time or enjoying the traditions of your mother's family, and you really enjoy home life at this time. There is a new energy in your communities, but there could be a lot of arguing. Try to disengage and use beautiful words right now. Music is a great way to combat this energy. The next 18 months will be about getting your sleep patterns on track, your health, and possibly traveling to foreign lands. Your relationships are particularly intense right now, and you are feeling a lot of heavy burdens. This is a great time to make some money, or money that is owed to you will come through right now. You may be in charge of taking care of elders at the moment, and it is tiring you. Try to get some rest and use the dream time as a way to escape your reality. Cancer. This new moon finds you serving others through your communications, through your writing, or any kind of entertainment. You could have enemies who are male in your career currently, so be careful of sudden attacks there. The next 18 months will be about getting involved in new communities, and it is possible to make great sums of money during this time. Your health probably has been suffering in recent times, and you have new beliefs in regard to healing and diets. This is a great time to do some self-care in the form of facials and any beauty treatment that makes you feel better, especially exercise with music. You're feeling a lot of heavy responsibility with your relationships. By the end of this month, things will improve. The past few years, you probably have had elders pass, and you are certainly in contact with multiple dimensions. Your psychic senses are very heightened, so communicate the downloads you get. Leo. This new moon is a great time to use your words in support of those you are backing, whether it is a person or a philosophy or a tradition that is close to your heart. Your beliefs are strong right now, but be careful that you do not push them onto others and allow people to have their own opinions. If you're traveling far from home, be careful of accidents on the road, and your father's cardiovascular health may suffer at this time. The next 18 months will be all about your career and receiving the hard-earned recognition for your work. You are knee-deep in studies during this time and feeling the pressure to get good grades. If you have children or there are children in your life, make sure that you are there every day to guide their studies, as they may feel overwhelmed. Money from foreign lands or from foreigners could come through this month. Old flames may surface now, so reminiscing and going over old emotional turf is a good way to process this energy. Keep working, and by the end of the month, it will pay off for you. You may have gone through a breakup or divorce in the past few years, and money may have been a key issue, so try to focus on finding spiritual connections with others as the basis for your new relationships during this time. Give homage to your ancestors for this new moon and thank them for your family. Virgo. This new moon is all about your health and getting back into shape, perhaps joining a group exercise class or leading one. Also, recognizing and being grateful for all you have and realizing that it is due to your family and possibly your marriage, so give thanks. Your health may have some challenges right now, and also your in-laws may be against you at this time. The next 18 months will be all about higher education, long-distance travel, foreign cultures or philosophies, your father, and good luck and fortune. You may be worried about some property or your home at this time, and there's probably a lot of anxiety surrounding them. But by the middle of the month, things will lighten up. You could come into a lot of money by the end of this month, and you have put a lot of energy into your speculations, so now they could pay off, perhaps in real estate. Be careful of your health now, and there could be scandals brewing in your workplace that lead to mental health issues that affect your immunity in the form of high stress. Libra. This new moon finds you giving homage to those in foreign lands or cultures that have taught you spiritual insights, and your dreams will have messages from your spirit guides. Recently, you may have had a new relationship or business partner, but during these next few months, be careful of quarrels and sudden breakups. The next 18 months will be about a time of deep research into occult mysteries, and other people's money will come to you at this time, perhaps in the form of an inheritance. You may be writing or studying intensely right now, or not getting along with your siblings, and you feel that it will never end. But by the end of the month, the pressure will come down. You should be making good money in your career this month, perhaps due to a female boss. You could be moving your home or acquiring real estate soon. Your creativity has been tremendous this past year, but if you have been unrealistic about love, then the truth will come out at this time. Scorpio. This new moon will bring prosperity to you, perhaps through your community, so give thanks to those who helped you. You may have suddenly gotten a new job, and there will be some backtracking and relearning skills in your new industry. There are some hidden enemies in your workplace that you should be aware of, perhaps due to competitiveness. The next 18 months will be all about your relationships, both romantic and business. If there have been disruptions, then the next year and a half is the time to heal any wounds in your marriage or business partnerships. Money is finally coming to you now, all due to your hard work, and you are seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. Communications become easier by the end of the month, particularly with siblings or friends. Fill your home with high vibrational music, and moving may be a possibility. Sagittarius. This new moon finds you giving praise to your superiors at work and enjoying a sense of camaraderie in the workplace. Your creative projects are on fire right now, and you are helping a lot with your children's education. Be careful of sudden accidents concerning your children at this time, perhaps while at school. Your anxiety level has been extremely high this summer, but now that you are making money, you will start to get better. You probably have been doing some deep philosophical thinking this summer, and as a result, are letting go of some negative beliefs about yourself and how you see the world. Other people's money is coming to you now, and this is a very sensual time for you, so spend money on your partner for a romantic getaway. You find yourself speaking about the traditions of your family, and perhaps the stories that have been passed down are being remembered and spoken at this time as a way to escape the quarantine. Capricorn. This new moon finds you giving homage to your father or your father's lineage, spiritual teacher, or any leader of a belief system close to your heart. Give thanks to your teachers now, as you stand to gain a lot of luck and fortune from their offerings. Real estate is probably a great way to make some money for you right now, and it may be tied to your mother. The next 18 months will be all about your creative projects, children, education, and speculations. Lately, you have had some dark and disturbing dreams, but know that you are processing old wounds in your psyche that need to be healed. Right now, this is a great time for love, and you enjoy staying at home with your partner doing comforting things like cooking or watching a good movie. Your self-esteem has not been that great this summer, and you have found yourself helping those who are less fortunate, but by the end of the month, you will see the progress of your work and feel a sense of accomplishment, which is so important to you. Make sure your words are truthful, as if not, they will come back to haunt you later, even more so during this time. Aquarius. This new moon is a great time to give thanks to your elders and those who have taught you hidden subjects and occult sciences. You have a lot of friends right now, but there may be a lot of arguing between them, and your siblings could visit you at this time. The next 18 months will be all about your home life, your mother, real estate, and matters of the heart. There's been a very heavy feeling in your communities this summer, and perhaps with a change of leadership. You've been working hard and maybe have been doing a lot of cooking, possibly exploring the food of foreign cultures. You have new visions of the future that inspire you, and you may have reinvented yourself recently, but be careful of delusional thinking and do not get trapped in a fantasy land, but rather use it to explore new realities. Pisces. This new moon is a great time to give thanks to your partners in all areas of your life. And if you're married, then do something for your spouse to show appreciation. Your speech has been angrier and more aggressive lately. So if you have directed it toward your loved ones, then now is the time to rectify the situation. Money may suddenly come to you that is owed to you, perhaps by your family. The next 18 months will be about your communications and media, short distance travel, siblings and friends, learning something new, and even going back to school. Things have been really intense in your career this summer. You have uncovered the manipulations of those you work with and had to let go of some relationships. Your children are happy, and if not married, then love affairs will bring a lot of joy. Creative projects and speculations could bring you money as well. You learn a lot from elders and traditions in your career, and by the end of the month, you will be more authoritative there. Your dreams have probably been pretty wild this year and a source of escapism, but listen to them as they are trying to tell you truths that are hidden from you. Okay, so that is the new moon forecast for September 17th of 2020, and I hope this finds you and your family well. Just take it easy with all of these new energies, having Saturn and Jupiter going direct and the nodes changing and, Mars going retrograde. It's all a little exhausting. So make sure that you're sleeping and eating well. And I hope that this finds you well. Thank you very much. Namaste.